Welcome back to LinguaFox, where language becomes human again. Today, I want to talk to you about something ancient, sacred, and wildly underestimated in the world of language learning. Storytelling. Yes, stories. The ones we tell, the ones we remember, the ones we carry inside but rarely share in English. What if I told you that you don't need more vocabulary to speak fluently, you only need a story to tell? Let's unpack this. Think back. What do you remember more clearly? A grammar rule you memorized in 10th grade? Or a story someone told you that made you laugh or cry? We're not wired to remember formulas, but we are wired to remember meaning. A list of phrasal verbs for travel won't stick, but a 2-minute story about getting lost in Rome with a dead phone and a French-speaking taxi driver? Well, you'll remember every word because your brain encoded it as emotion, not data. That's what storytelling does. It glues language to memory. Many of my students say, I don't know how to speak about daily life. But then they tell me the most vivid, funny, emotional experiences in broken English. What they don't realize is they already have the story. They just don't know how to shape it. You don't need perfect grammar to tell a good story. You need sequence, tone, and rhythm. You need to see the scene in your mind. Once that happens, then the words come, imperfect, but alive. And alive English is what we are after, not flawless English. That kind of English makes people lean in. Let me say this clearly. Storytelling is the ultimate fluency workout. When you tell a story, you're practicing speaking, narration, pace, and tone. Grammar, tense shifts, conditionals, sequencing. Vocabulary, emotions, gestures, transitions. Listening, when others reply. And confidence, because people respond to your story, not your accuracy. A single story told 3 times, once to yourself, once to a friend, and once in a post, teaches you more than 3 hours of silent study. It teaches you to breathe life into the words. And in the end, no one remembers your pronunciation. They remember the feeling your story gave them. I know what you're thinking, but Abbas, I don't know how to tell stories in English. Well, that's okay. Let me give you a framework. Here's a 3-step prompt to get you going. 1. There was a time when blah, 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 blah. Set the scene, keep it personal, and keep it simple. 2. Then something unexpected happened. And move on. Tell the rest of it. Introduce a moment of tension, surprise, or emotion. 3. And now I think, or and now I feel, or and now I realize, blah, 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 connected to a reflection. Let me give you an example. There was a time when I tried to order coffee in Singapore and I accidentally asked for hot lady instead of hot latte. The barista blinked. I wanted to disappear, but we both laughed. And now I always double check my vowels. It's short, it's emotional, it's human. And that's what makes language unforgettable. This is deeper than just fluency. Most learners have a silent version of themselves trapped inside. A version that feels witty, expressive, curious in their mother tongue. But in English, that version disappears. Storytelling helps bring that version back. The more you tell your stories, the more you reclaim your voice. Not just as a speaker of English, but as a person. You stop feeling like a walking dictionary. You start feeling like you. Speaking through English. not trapped by it. That's what fluency really is. If I want to leave you with something, I would prefer to leave you with this. You're not here to speak like a native. You are here to speak like a human in English. And the best way to do that is to tell stories only you can tell. Because grammar doesn't move people. Stories do. And you, my friend, are full of them. This is LinguaFox, where we remember that fluency is not a finish line. It's a story unfolding. I'm Abbas Salahshour. Share this episode with someone who's been hiding behind silence. Let's help them find their story and their voice. Until next time.